Okay, start writing electric lines of forces. Electric lines of forces. Write down. Okay, in the electric field, what is electric field? This region of space around a point charge in which the electrostatic force can be experienced. This we call it as the electric field, and in this electric field, some imaginary lines could be drawn, which gives the direction of the electric field. These imaginary lines, we call it as the electric lines of forces. Okay, so write down the imaginary lines drawn in the electric field, which gives the direction of electric field intensity, at a point, Okay, now few properties of electric lines of forces you have to remember. Properties of electric lines of forces. Okay, first one, the tangent to the line of force gives the direction of the electric field intensity. As we said that these imaginary lines gives the direction of the electric field. How they give the direction of the electric field? If we draw the tangent to the electric line of force, these electric lines of forces, this may be curved, this may be straight. At any point, if you draw the tangent, that tangent will give the direction of the electric field intensity. So the tangent will give the direction of the electric field intensity. So write down the first point. The tangent to the line of force, gives the direction of electric field intensity at a point. Write the second property. Write down they start from the positive charge. And terminate at negative charge. Write down for isolated charges, same point. For isolated charges, they may start or end at infinity. Okay, suppose there is a single isolated positive charge. So they'll start from the positive charge, and where will they end? There is no negative charge. Isolated means only positive. Where will they end? Infinity. The same way, if there is an isolated negative charge, that is, there is no positive charge near about. So from where they are starting? They are starting from infinity and ending at the negative charge. Okay. Write the third property. Write down two lines of forces. Two lines of forces can never intersect each other. Two lines of forces can never intersect each other because if they intersect, then at the point of intersection, two tangents can be drawn. Which means two directions of the electric field, two directions of the electric field at the same point. Which means two directions of the electric field at the same point. Okay, now pay attention. Suppose these are the two electric lines of forces and they are intersecting at a point. Now see, at this point of intersection, we can draw two tangents. One tangent to this line, the other tangent to the other line. And what is this tangent giving? Tangent is giving the direction of the electric field intensity. So at the point of intersection, how many directions are there? Two directions, which is not at all possible. Okay, so it means there will be two directions of electric field intensity, which is not at all possible. So complete that sentence, which is not at all possible. Okay, two directions of the electric field intensity, which is not at all possible. Okay, so that is why two lines of forces can never intersect each other. Write the next property. Write down the lines of forces. The lines of forces originate or terminate. Originate or terminate normal to the surface of the conductor. Normal to the surface of the conductor.
And please repeat.
The lines of forces originate or terminate normal to the surface of the conductor. So how they are coming out from a charged body, positively charged body, perpendicular to the surface of that conductor. The same way they are terminating to the negatively charged body. How they are terminating? Perpendicular to the surface of the conductor. तो कैसे निकलते हैं? Perpendicular और terminate भी कैसे होते हैं? End भी कैसे होंगे? Perpendicular होंगे. Okay, so this is the fourth property. Write the next property. Write down. They cannot have sudden break in them. They cannot have sudden break in them because a unit positive charge initially at rest starts from the positive charge and terminates at negative charge that is it moves along the electric lines of force. Okay, so they cannot have sudden break. कहाँ से स्टार्ट होंगे? पॉजिटिव चार्ज से स्टार्ट होके कहाँ पे खत्म होंगे? नेगेटिव. बीच में कहीं नहीं रुकेंगे. Okay, they'll start from positive charge and terminate at negative charge. Why? Because any unit positive charge which is initially at rest, it will move along the electric line of force. किस direction में move करेगा? Electric. And electric lines of unit positive charge, it will start from the positive charge and terminate at negative charge. So that is why they can also cannot have sudden break. Write the next property. They do not form closed loops. They do not form closed loops. They do not form closed loops. Okay, so inside the charged body, they are not traveling. Inside the charged body nahi hai, only starting from positive charge and terminating at negative charge. Okay, they are not forming a closed loop, nahi banate. Okay, next in the coming chapters, we'll study about the magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines form closed loops. Okay, they'll start from the North Pole, South Pole, and inside the magnet also they will travel from South to North Pole. So they are forming closed loops, but the electric lines of forces, they do not form closed loops. Only outside the charged body they are traveling. Is that clear? So these are some of the properties of electric lines of forces. One more property you can write down. Okay, wherever the lines of forces are crowded, there the strength of the electric field will be more. Okay, and where they are far apart, there the electric field strength is less. So write down the closeness or the crowdness, the closeness or the crowdness of electric lines of forces, the closeness or the crowdness of the electric lines of forces gives the strength of the electric field, gives the strength of the electric field. Okay, based on these properties, we'll draw the pattern of electric lines of forces for few point charges. Okay, so pattern of electric lines of forces. Okay, first for an isolated positive charge, for an isolated positive charge. Isolated means there is no negative charge close to it. For an isolated positive charge. Okay, let there is a positive charge plus Q. Using all those properties, keeping in mind, they will start from the positive charge and end at infinity. Is it so? So
Yes,
use
ma'am.
those properties. How they will be? They will be normal to the surface of the conductor. So these are the electric lines of forces for an isolated positive charge. So if you see, how is it looking? It is looking radially outwards. It is radially outwards. So for an isolated positive charge, okay, they are coming out of this charged body, positively charged body. So they are radially outwards. The same way for an isolated negative charge, for an isolated negative charge, that is, there is only minus Q charge, there is no positive charge close to it. How will be the electric lines of forces?
Radially inwards.
Radially inwards. Good. This will be radially inwards. Next, we'll draw for two equal positive charges. Equal means equal in magnitude. So if one is plus Q, the other is also plus Q. Equal and similar charges, that is, both are positive and both have the same magnitude. Yes, now as we know that for a single positive charge, it is radially outwards. So for this charge, it will be radially outwards, but between these two charges, the electric lines of forces will be modified. A well-defined quadrilateral will be formed. Okay, so this will be the shape or the pattern of the electric lines of forces for two equal positive charges which are separated by a small distance. Now at the center point, the line joining the center of these two charges, the line joining the charges at the center, the net electric field will be zero. Why? Because due to this charge, there will be some electric field at a point O. Due to this charge, there will be some electric field at point O. Magnitude will be the same, but the direction will be opposite. So what will be the net electric field? As you can see that there is no electric line of force at the center. So it means the net electric field at point O is 0. So O point is called as the neutral point. O point is called as neutral point. The net electric field at O is 0. Why? Because the electric field due to one of the charge will be cancelled by the other charge. The magnitude will be the same, but the direction will be opposite. So the net electric field at O is 0 at the center of the line joining the two charges. It is equal to 0. Okay, the same way you will draw for two equal negative charges. For two equal negative charges. For two equal negative charges. That is equal in magnitude and both are negative. If one is minus q, the other is also minus q. How will be the pattern? Pattern will be the same, only direction will be inwards. So only change the direction of the arrow. Otherwise, it is the same pattern will be the same, only now the electric lines of forces will be pointing inwards. Okay, so for two equal negative charges, the pattern will be as shown. Okay, suppose these are two unequal negative charges or unequal positive charges. Let us take two unequal negative charges. Unequal means not equal in magnitude. For two unequal negative charges, both are similar, both are negative. Suppose one is minus E and the other is minus 4E. Or let us take it for two unequal positive charges. One is plus E and the other is plus 4E. Okay, pattern plus charge. So it will be outwards only, plus 4E. This will be also outwards. Neutral point will be there, but the neutral point will shift close to the smaller magnitude charge. Now O point will be closer to plus E. कौन सा वाला छोटा है? E छोटा है ना 4E से. So the neutral point will shift closer to the smaller magnitude charge. Otherwise, you have to draw the pattern in the same manner, but the neutral point will shift close to the, and you won't intersect any two lines of forces. Okay, whatever properties you have studied, use all those properties while drawing this electric lines of forces. So this O point, neutral point, is closer to plus E charge, smaller magnitude charge. So the neutral point shifts close to the smaller magnitude charge. Next, let's draw for two equal and opposite charges. What does it mean? This is also called as electric dipole. Okay, the next topic is electric dipole. We are going to study about electric dipole. Two equal means equal in magnitude and opposite means opposite in sign. One is plus q and the other is minus q. Two equal and opposite sign charges. So magnitude is equal. If this is Q, this is also Q. But sign is opposite. One is positive and the other is negative. I think everyone can draw positive to negative charge. Positive to negative. So this is the pattern of the electric lines of forces. This is called as an electric dipole. Okay, these lines of forces are not having a break. They are not breaking here. We cannot draw so many electric lines of forces on the paper or on the board. So that is why we have shown like this. Otherwise, they are not having any break. They are starting from the positive and ending at negative charge. How they are coming out? Normal to the surface of the conductor. Okay, and at any point if you have to find out the electric field, direction of the electric field, you will draw the tangent at that point. That will give the direction of the electric field. So this is for an electric dipole, that is two equal charges opposite in sign. This is the pattern of the electric lines of forces. Okay, next we'll draw for uniform electric field. Uniform means there is in a particular region, the magnitude and the direction all are same. The magnitude and the direction of the electric field is same. So for uniform electric field, let there is a sheet having a positive charge on it, another sheet close to it having a negative charge, equal amount of negative charge on it. Now draw positive to negative. So between these sheets, that is in this region, the electric field is uniform. The magnitude as well as the direction is the same. So this we call it as the uniform electric field. So between the plates, the electric field is uniform. So how can we represent uniform electric field? Parallel lines which are equal distance from each other. So parallel equidistant lines. Parallel equidistant lines represent uniform electric field. Parallel equidistant lines represent uniform electric field. Write a question. Write down. Draw the electric lines of forces. Draw the electric lines of forces for a positive charge. For a positive charge which is in vicinity. Which is in vicinity. VICINITY. That is close to it. Which is in vicinity of uncharged, vicinity of uncharged plate or uncharged metal, uncharged metallic sheet, anything you can write down, which is in vicinity of uncharged metallic sheet. Okay, so here you have to draw the electric lines of forces for this plus Q charge, which is close to a metallic sheet. Try to draw. What happens due to this positive charge? In this metallic sheet, the negative charges will come on this end. Is it so? Due to induction, negative charge इधर आ गया. Now draw it. Positive to negative charge. Positive to negative charge. So this is the pattern of the electric lines of forces when a positive charge is placed in vicinity of some sheet, uncharged sheet. Okay, so due to this positive charge, negative charge will come here, positive charge on the other end. Okay, now our next topic is electric dipole.
And
Yes,
there will no electric fields from positive charge on the metallic plate.
inside the body. Inside this
No,
charged
ma'am, on the
body,
metallic plate.
on the metallic plate, no, inside there won't be any electric field. Okay, this we'll study like whenever this is placed, any uncharged conducting plate is placed in some uniform electric field, in some external electric field, what happens? Why? Because there are, as it is a metallic sheet, so there are mobile electrons in it. Mobile means free to move. So these electrons will move along one direction, that is opposite to it. So some electric field is created inside due to the motion of the electrons, and they will move until they neutralize the external electric field. So the net electric field inside will be zero. This will study in the coming chapters. Okay. So, but inside the electric field is zero. Inside any charged body, the net electric field will be zero. Okay, we'll come to it. Okay, write down electric dipole. Okay, as we have already studied, what is an electric dipole? Two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance, that constitutes an electric dipole, that forms an electric dipole. So write down 2 TWO2. Two equal and opposite charges, two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance. Two equal and opposite charges separated by a small distance constitutes an electric dipole or forms an electric dipole. Two equal and opposite charges forms an electric dipole. Write down the strength of the dipole. The strength of the dipole is measured by a physical quantity, is measured by a physical quantity called as dipole moment, called as dipole moment, moment, called as dipole moment. Write down it is the product of either of the charge and dipole length. It is the product of either of the charge and dipole length. Okay, first let's form an electric dipole. Minus q plus q separated by a small distance. This is an electric dipole. Let they are separated by 2a distance. Okay, you can take it a, you can take it r, any distance can be taken. Why we have taken 2a? Because further we are going to derive something, the electric field. It becomes easier if we take the distance between the two charges to be 2a. Okay, only this is the reason. There's no other reason. You can take it to be a also. You can take it to be r, anything. Okay, so two equal and opposite charges are separated by a small distance. This forms an electric dipole, and its dipole moment is the product of any one of the charge into the dipole length. Dipole length is the separation distance between the two charges. Okay, they are separated by 2a distance. So the dipole moment is given by this expression, q into 2a. Okay, now it is a vector quantity. So direction is from minus q to plus q charge. The direction of the dipole moment is minus q to plus q. Electric lines of forces, they travel from positive to the negative charge. Dipole moment is from minus q to plus q. So it is a vector quantity. P is a vector quantity. And whenever you write any quantity to be vector, you have to mention its direction. Direction from minus q to plus q. Direction from minus q to plus q. What will be its unit? If the formula is in front of you, you should be able to find its unit. Unit is
Coulomb meter.
coulomb into meter. Q has a unit, coulomb. This is some distance, the distance between the two charges, which is, we have taken it to be 2a. So distance has a unit, meter. So its unit is coulomb into meter. Okay, now we have to find out the electric field due to this electric dipole. Due to a point charge, we have already discussed, due to a point charge, the electric field is, Supriya, how much? एक point charge का वजह से electric field is, yesterday we found out, अंश तुम अभी भी नहीं पढ़ रहे हैं इस साल भी. Turning the pages doesn't make. Yes, Kevin. No, not at all. Due to a single point charge, what is the electric field? 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. If you are finding out at R distance, 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square. This is the electric field. Okay, so we'll continue tomorrow.